Okay, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Hardcore Hardcore FBB Podcast, because I call it FBB Podcast and the Female Bodybuilding Channel, the other one. I'm here today with a new special guest. She looks amazing. Her name is Rachel Whitfield, and she is NPC Women's Figure and soon Women's Physique competitor. Hi, Rachel. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, pleasure to be here.
Excellent. So I'm glad that you could join me today, and you're gonna tell us a little bit about yourself, so we can understand what's your story and what's your plans for the future. So can you give us an introduction?
I've been training. I've been competing since 2018. Started in figure, worked my way up, but mainly just the obviously the amateur ranks and the amateur federations. I've done a couple of the NPC two bro shows in my last season, which was 2023. But in 2023, actually, when I was on stage with Maz, I too decided to take 2 years off season just to try and bring my lower up, because I was always coming across a bit top heavy. Taking 2 years away. At the minute, I'm still 14 pound up on my last stage weight. So put some good size on, hopefully mainly my lower.
I mean, you look incredible from what I can see. So you're definitely on the right path.
Yeah, I just feel this time I've got the balance, I've got the size. Excited to.
And you got the conditioning as well.
Yeah, I mean,
you are shredded. Yeah.
So just trying to hold for a little bit now and just keeping it fresh. I've managed to sort of pull out exclusive cardio for a couple of weeks now, so it's nice that I can just sort of cruise for a little bit without getting too tired and things like that, because I do work full time as well, so I'm a teacher as my day job.
So that makes it even tougher, to keep the balance between
but it's been half term this week, so it's been nice to be able to train fresh and just have a week of just resting a little bit. So just excited for the season to get underway now.
Because Rachel is based here in the UK. So you said you've been competing with the two bros, and your last show was 2 years ago, right?
Yes. So that was two bros. I did a few that season, but two bros was the last one I did for the NPC. So I will actually be doing the same regional as I did 2 years ago, which is on the 5th of July, the first one, I think. Yeah, the regional's the 5th of July. Where I'll just
So you still have got a bit of time to
I'm going to
get on stage.
Possibly going to do a bit of a warm-up show in a couple of weeks, just to practice a sort of filling up, see what I need to do. But I'm in quite a nice position now that I'm not chasing my tail. I feel my condition's there, so just holding now until the time comes.
Absolutely. I mean, you look like you could step on stage tomorrow. So
I'm glad.
So I'm sure. Absolutely. So having still a little bit of like over a month, what is it, like 6-7 weeks?
It's the second today, isn't it? Yeah. So like I say, I'm just doing a smaller show in a couple of weeks.
In a couple of weeks, okay. Which one are you doing?
It's just Rob Taylor's. He's doing his own this time.
Okay.
Maz's pet coach, actually. So he's doing his own Gas Mark 10 show, just an independent thing. So it'd be quite an exciting one to do. And just to get back on stage and have a sort of a run before the two bros start.
Yeah, it's good. It's great. So you can have a little feeling of the stage after being away for 2 years. So it's very important to feel that comfortable, to feel in that comfortable zone on stage
if there's any tweaks I need to make, and it gives me an opportunity to practice my routine and things like that, because I will be doing women's physique at the Pro Qualifier as well. So I'm doing both figure and the physique at the Bradford Pro Qualifier.
You've got all the frame and the physique to do both and do great in both. So, which and in case they both go well, physique and figure, will you take a decision which one you want to prefer?
I mean, ideally, I'd continue getting bigger and better and landing.
All right.
I mean, for me, I'm more comfortable in my bare feet. I can pose properly, and I feel like I can sort of show my physique off better. So yeah, I'm happy to keep getting bigger.
Fair enough. Yeah, because I met you last month at the Fibo in Germany. You were there to support Maz on her Prof Qualifier, which, by the way, she dominated the stage and got her pro card. So now. So now it's your turn to go for the pro card, and I'm sure Maz will be there to support you. And I remember you told me that you were doing figure, but I guess from then to now things may have changed. So you probably saw your physique responding very well, growing, and then...
It was a bit of an unknown, because obviously, like I say, it was 2 years ago since I was obviously stage lean. So it was just a case of uncovering and seeing, what exactly had been built. But I'm quite confident now, and Maz has been great, as well as my second pair of eyes this time. And I've,
Excellent.
we've been a bit of posing together, and, she too has said that, I've got just as good a chance in women's physique. And like I say, I feel like I'm in my zone when I'm doing those routines and those poses. So
okay, so you're practicing the women's physique
I'm doing
poses. Yeah. Of course, because especially if it's the first time that you compete in that division, and of course, you wanna make sure that because the physique is there, but of course you want to do the posing in the proper way, and it's great that you've got Maz on your side, so she can give you a second opinion.
Perfect example too. It was a privilege to be alongside her through her journey, and then bless her, she's now doing the same for me. So it's great. It's a good combination.
Absolutely, and maybe. Next year you can do the pro debut together.
That would be the dream.
That would be amazing. Well, because I guess if you get the pro card, do you think you're going to compete next year, or going to make an attempt as well this season? Because Maz, I know she's doing next year.
Yeah, I mean, I think... again, depending on what happens, I would potentially take a good 18 months, 2 years even, just because I know now what size and what I've been able to bring in 2 years. Because prior to that, I always comped every year, so realistically, there's only so much size you could put in.
Of course.
In between. So I mean, previously I was a bit dubious of having 2 years, but now, like I say, I've seen the great improvement that I've made. I'd be tempted to take 18 months, 2 years. So
that makes perfect sense. And to be honest, I can see you've got all the numbers to be a pro. So it's just a matter to step on stage, and fingers crossed there will be enough athletes as well, because there it requires a minimum number of 5. You can still do a request eventually.
Yes. I mean, ideally, obviously, everyone wants to get it, and they get it on stage. And like I say, that would be the dream come true. So hopefully there will be. I think in the UK there's only the pro qualifier I'm doing, and then the next one isn't till October. So
right, yeah.
So, and with school, I'm a bit restricted in terms of traveling abroad for any international shows. So yeah, hopefully it all lands on that day.
Yeah, but you're doing the regional in July, right? And then the finals, when would it be?
2 weeks after that.
2 weeks after that. Okay, that's good.
5th of July and then the 19th of July.
Oh, perfect.
So it's
and
quite
where is it? Where is it going to be the final? Is it going to be in Maidenhead?
No, Bradford, this one.
In Bradford. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, they changed the venue. Oh.
Yeah, I think so. It's the trained by JP Pro Qualifier Bradford. And then there isn't another one in the UK until the British finals, October time, I think it is.
Okay.
So hopefully it works out that it's quite a nice 2 weeks between the regional and the
because you've already done the prep for the regional. You just need to keep going a couple of more weeks and then you're ready to roll. That's amazing. And now let's go back a little bit in time.
Yeah.
And how did your journey in bodybuilding started?
I've always done something competitively. I was a ballet dancer from age 3 to about 19.
Okay.
And then moved on to athletics and hockey, and there's always been something that I sort of either go all or nothing with. So started training seriously probably 2015, but I was always doing something or other. And then I just decided to give it a whirl and see. And like I say, it's where I work best to having a goal, and I'm quite an obsessive person, so for me, like, the bodybuilding life just lends itself.
I believe, because I don't think people could be able to do in a competitive way this sport without being obsessed, but obsessed in a good way. It's the passion that drives you to push yourself to the best you can, and the only way is having this obsession burning inside. So
it is my life, and I'm happy to admit that. I live it, I breathe it, and for me it's just, my aim is just there isn't an end goal. There's just a constant sort of journey of getting better and better, and that's sort of that hopefully I get my pro card, and then it's just on to the next chapter and go from there. So exciting.
Excellent. That's awesome. And you are in your best shape ever. So it's already a victory for you, because you are seeing all the results are
100%. So. Yeah. And like I said previously, because I'd always done shorter off seasons or improvement seasons, there was only so far I could go. Whereas obviously now, just seeing the difference that 2 years has made, it's exciting.
I can imagine. And how long has this prep been going on?
I was a couple of weeks in when we met at Fibo.
Okay, a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's probably about.
Yeah, I could see you looked already.
So it's about 15, 16 weeks, something like that.
15, 16 weeks, yeah.
But thankfully, like I say, I've been able to take sort of the early morning cardio out and just do the walking and things like that. So at least now, going back to work for this last few weeks, it's not going to be too much of a stress on that. I feel like I'm in a good spot, and I'm not trying to chase my tail and chase the condition near the end.
Yeah, that's good. That's excellent. And how do you? You mentioned that you are a teacher, so you have a job that is not related to fitness and bodybuilding, so it makes it even harder to find.
It's just, I suppose, it's just having to have a different routine, and you're sort of restricted on obviously your hours and things like that. And I suppose it couldn't be much further removed from bodybuilding. That I'm a primary school teacher,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
but that's very much my job, and this is very much my passion.
That's good. That's
So yeah,
great. Yeah.
it pays the bills and it allows me to do this as my passion. So yeah, it has a purpose, but
Exactly.
this is
Yeah.
my purpose. So
Yeah. I interviewed on Friday Marika Beal. She used to call Marika Jones. She's an Olympian women's physique, and she's got a regular job as well.
mm,
So that is not related to.
yeah,
So it's sometimes is not easy, but the passion that drives an athlete to, she can find the time like you do,
yeah.
and that's
And when
that's
you've
great.
not known any different, it's like I say, it's all I've ever known. During prep, I'll be in work, so it's just I suppose, like I say, I wouldn't know it any other way. So it's one of those things.
Yeah. So you bring your I mean, I guess you bring all your meals with you at work, and you still find manage the time to find the time.
Yeah,
Still
yeah,
find the time to have
yeah.
regularly all your
A little bit
meals.
harder is when I get near the end that obviously instead of being able to train in the morning, I need to train after work, and obviously
Okay.
just near the end it gets that little bit harder. But like I say, right now I'm not having to do the additional cardio and things like that, so
Okay.
I still feel quite good. I still feel full of energy and just yeah, sleeping well and resting well. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Absolutely. And hopefully also in the future, some sponsor would be more than welcome. That would help.
Yeah,
But I guess, once you get your pro card, hopefully there will be more opportunity to get
and I mean that would be,
external
yeah, yeah,
external support. Yeah, because yeah, especially when there's a career that is you are building, and
yeah.
you are so motivated in it, and probably traveling abroad to compete, and it's an expensive sport.
It's yeah.
So
It is an expensive, but it's like I say, I've not known it any different. And at least with teaching, I get there's so many holidays, so it would just a case of for now being able to plan around it, and then in the end goal, it'd be amazing if we had the opportunity to sort of step back a little bit from that and be able to put more time into this. But
yeah.
hopefully the pro card opens some of those doors.
Oh yeah, that for sure. Also, I mean, this season, I don't know if you've had the chance to follow some of the competitions that has been happening in this last few weeks, but women's physique has been
Yeah,
stacked.
yeah,
Yeah, so many athletes. I mean, I'm like, wow, that's good.
yeah.
That's great.
No,
I
I
mean,
mean, I obviously follow yourselves and a couple of the other, channels, and yeah, it's been pretty epic. The battles and the amount of women's physique coming up. Yeah, it's exciting time.
it's exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, and just as well seeing Maz, like just how she started this off season, where she's capable of going. It's a massive inspiration to have so close by.
Absolutely. But to you and Mats, you live nearby, so
Yeah,
you can meet. Yeah.
yeah, only, but we've seen each other like almost every week in the last couple of weeks.
Oh, great,
Yeah,
great.
we speak all the time.
That's great. Yeah, because it's very important to have someone that can understand what
Yeah,
you're doing. You can support each other, especially when traveling abroad. Sometimes can be hard, but having you in Germany supporting her, and the other way around when it's your turn to compete is very important.
yeah,
Because
and we have a very similar approach to things. So yeah, like I say, it was a privilege to be there for her journey, and now she's fantastic, and she's doing the same for me. So yeah,
awesome. That's great, and also we need people like you, like Maz, and like others that are doing a great job in the women's physique in the UK. Because, like in my home country, in Italy, there's at the moment, I think there are only 2 or 3 women's physique athletes, and none of them is a pro.
Right.
So they are trying. So
it's been the same here. In terms of at the pro qualifiers, the last couple in the UK, there hasn't been any.
Yeah. Like the show that Mads did before Fibo, I think she was the only one, wasn't she?
Yes, at the regional, the condition coaches one, she was the only one, and then there's been a pro qualifier since. I can't remember where it was, but there was no competitors at that one either. So yeah, but then like the national scene, it's blowing up.
Yeah. I mean,
the great people coming through over here as well.
Yeah, absolutely, because I mean there are some really good shows for pros in Europe. I've had the chance to be in Romania a few times. In Spain, I'm going to Spain in 2 weeks to see the Empro Classic. I want to do a report of the competition, and the lineups are growing. So it will be good. It will be good.
Some really big competition. So yeah, it's great to see. Like I say, internationally, the scene's getting big. But it'd just be nice to be. I mean, if we ended up being a couple of the UK sort of physique division, it'd be bringing it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm trying to create some interest in, especially in the UK, because I live in the UK and my own country as well. But I see that there is interest, but unfortunately there are not many channels that provide informations, that provide any updates on what's happening. So it makes it a little bit difficult, but hopefully it will keep growing, especially the women's physique that it seems like it's going strong at the moment.
It's been great to watch the last few shows, and the lineups have just been phenomenal. So it's
yeah. Do you have any athlete that you inspire from, apart from Mads, of course?
I mean, there's many. I mean, to be honest, I very much like the men's bodybuilding as well.
All right, fair enough.
The size of them just gets so crazy.
Well, yeah.
In terms of the women's, I mean, Maz, to be honest, I followed Maz for a long time before we became friends, and being relatively local to one another and things like that, I feel like I sort of have that same approach, but also, like I say, we're from not that far away, and it feels more relevant than someone on the other side of the world, So
yeah.
There's not really anyone else particularly, I would say, off the top of my head. I mean, at the pro leagues and who came out on top and things like that, they're all amazing. Been some close battles, hasn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially last year. I mean, every year at the Olympia between Sarah Villegas and Natalia Coelho, it's always a really, really strong battle. And
I think it's going to take a shift this year with Miss Sydney gone. So it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic changes and who's going to be.
Who's going to be the next Sydney?
Because it's been a while.
And the figure is another division that is been going crazy.
Bigger,
Yeah. At Fibo in Germany, that was on the Saturday, because when I saw you, it was on the Friday. It was the day after. The lineup was huge, and most of them were from Germany. So Germany is big.
Well, it was very similar at the very similar lineup it was at the New York
New York Pro, yes.
that was virtually the same lineup as well. So yeah, it's been exciting to watch and how that top place changes come the Olympia.
I think it was the German lady that won New York, Lena.
Yeah.
Lena, yeah, she came second in at Fibo, Germany.
Yeah.
But then she beat the same girl in New York and
her who won it. Yeah, who won at Fibo. I think she was about third at the.
I think not even third. I think fourth or fifth.
Right.
Yeah. So sometimes,
around, but they're all in
because I don't know if it's the different judging criteria between, in Europe and in America, or maybe because in such a short time she managed to do that improvements that the judges gave her in the feedback in order to bring a better physique. But it's always not that obvious who's gonna win. So
some not surprise judging, but in terms of surprise outcomes, because it's sort of anybody's game at the minute. So
yeah, absolutely. While unfortunately, women's bodybuilding, it seems like it's not disappearing, but they canceled a few shows. There are less athletes in the amateur league. There are barely any competitors, so that's struggling a little bit more. It's a shame.
Women's bodybuilding that then there isn't the shows in order to build the profile, because they just seem to be disappearing. Don't they?
Yeah, unfortunately. I know in Spain in 2 weeks there's gonna be also in Portugal and in Romania for sure. Because in Romania, the promoters are Alina Papa, and she's a former women's bodybuilding champion. So she does even have a show on her name, the Alina Papa Pro, which is just for women's bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Show. So it's good, but still not good enough.
Yeah. And I mean, hopefully, maybe with the rise in the women's physique, that then it'll filter through, and people then step on to the women's bodybuilding, because it'd be a shame to those athletes miss out when they've got to that level.
Absolutely, especially after they work so hard to prepare to get on that stage to learn that maybe they are the only one participating, or maybe the show is cancelled and they have to wait for another one later.
Yeah. I mean, it makes it even at the Arnolds and things like that. They've taken Figure away.
Arnolds
away, so it's the big shows that a lot of people that aren't necessarily bodybuilders, they're the ones that they know about. They don't get the visibility there, and it's a shame.
Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah. And also now they just introduced this new category, the fit model, something like that, which, all right, but I mean, it's a bodybuilding show, right? It's not a beauty pageant. So for me, it makes more sense to have figure, physique, and bodybuilding. Yeah, rather than having a bikini fit model and whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
you've got a friend. Hello.
This is Frank.
Frank. Hey, Frank.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy when you look at what Bikini was a few years ago, is essentially now what they brought, fit model to be in. But if people, the categories are getting bigger, the physiques are getting bigger, add another category at the top rather than at the bottom. It's
exactly.
That's getting more coverage, and that's getting more people than those who've worked a lifetime to get a physique.
Absolutely. I wanted to ask you another question. what is the best thing, the most important, I mean, what you love most about this sport? What drives you?
Being strong. Right, for me,
Mm-hmm.
the stage is secondary. It's amazing that I do that, but for me, the training and being strong, that is what gets me going. I train on my own, I always have done. And just week in, week out, getting your head down and getting a session in, that sort of, you know,
Yep.
new numbers or you hit new reps. It's just, for me, that's the biggest buzz. And then this is, the outcome, which is fantastic, but the stage is for me very much secondary to the training itself.
Yes.
That's my sort of, safe haven. That's my escape
You're,
from everything else. Yeah.
that makes perfect sense. And also, yeah, I understand. You love the whole journey, but the stage is just the final point when you have to show your hard work.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's when you get the recognition. But during the year, it's the most important phase. And
Yeah. Because someone
it's
said to me
great.
a few weeks ago about, you'll get to show what you've worked on for 2 years. And I was like, this isn't 2 years. This is all the years put together. And that's what it
Of
comes
course.
to, cumulative, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bodybuilding is not like an easy fix, like something like, okay, I'll do it for a few months, go on stage. No, it doesn't work like that. It's
No,
a lifestyle. Yeah.
yeah. No
It's a
shot.
24/7 lifestyle. And one mistake can affect what you're bringing on stage, even
Yeah.
on the day of the show. So it's very, very like
Yeah. Focus.
strict.
Yeah. I mean, like,
So
my personality lends itself to it that, most things that I do, I either go all or nothing. Like, and if I'm going to do something, I'll do it,
you'll do
wholeheartedly.
it the right way. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
hopefully this time, I've done enough and it lands and it comes together. So that's the hope.
Yeah. Well, it's coming together. It's
Yeah.
coming together. You looked great when I saw you, but
Mm,
now you are on another level. Yes.
thanks.
So you're definitely.
Rest day.
Eh?
I said I feel small today because it's my rest
You f-
day. So
you feel small, but
it's
trust me, that's what all the great bodybuilders say.
yeah.
They feel small because they always see improvement. They always
Yeah.
see, but trust me, you're definitely not small.
Okay.
You look great. You look
That's the
great.
thing, and it's just like you get in your head, don't you? And when you get used to seeing something, and like we see what we want to sort of add on rather than what is already there, because it felt like you
Yeah.
said, there's no finish line. It's just to
No
keep.
finish line. No finish line. Of course, but that's how champions think because they always look forward. Okay, you reached this current status, this current physique, but you always look for something more, something to improve, and
But
that's what drives you to get better and better.
yeah,
Otherwise, if you stay always, okay, I reached my level, I'm good like this, no more improvement. That doesn't, yeah, it doesn't work like that. You see, of course, yeah, it's good to recognize your achievement, but at the same time, you have to look at yourself with a critic eyes so you
yeah,
can
yeah,
make
yeah, yeah, yeah.
those improvements. Yeah. Um, do you have support within your community, in your gym, your people around you?
Um, the gym I
Because
go to isn't necessarily, there's a few people in there that sort of compete or they're of a high standard, but I very much just do my thing. I get my head down and sort of go do what I need to do and go. And I mean, obviously, some people use the gym as like a social space. Very much for me, it's my
yeah,
solitude place, and I work better on my own. I train better on my own.
yeah,
But yeah, and then I mean, really, that my family and those really close to me don't necessarily understand it. They don't necessarily sort of what.
I know what you mean.
And of course, there is a bit of stigma attached to it, and I think unless you really learn what goes into it, and that it is a lifestyle, then I just sort of leave them to their own opinion. Obviously, they want me to succeed and they want me to do well, but
that's the most important. They may not necessarily agree with the sport, but as long as they are happy that you are doing what you what's your meaning in life, your passion, that's absolutely great. Yeah. Well, and what I wanted to ask you. I mean, considering that you are in this great shape, ready to step on stage, would you like to show us a couple of poses? If you want, no pressure.
Let me move this back a little bit.
Yeah. So we can have a look. All right. Yes.
I'll do a couple of the physique ones because obviously.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I can see you got really good delts and shoulders, triceps. Very nice. The conditioning is there.
Can't see if you can see me.
Yeah, I can see. And the back, boom. Yes, great V-taper.
Thank you. Is that okay?
Yeah. That's great.
So,
well done. Congratulations. You look amazing. Yeah.
Thank you.
And also, the traps, delts, chest. Yeah.
My shoulders have always been the biggest. I love training shoulders though.
It's great because the shoulders are crucial, especially in figure and women's physique. You must have those aligned, that type of shoulders that give you that frame, and then it goes down. You got tiny waist as well, so that's what the judges are gonna look. So I'm sure you will do great.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, absolutely. So you said you're gonna go back into work next week?
Wednesday we go back.
Wednesday, yeah. So what's sorry?
No, I was going to say, and then the summer holidays don't happen until after the pro qualifier, but all being well, if everything goes as I hope it does, I then have the summer holidays after that to sort of start anew and up on the other side of it. So yeah.
Okay, fair enough. But when you go on a holiday, you will take a complete break, or you're gonna still.
Yeah, it just means I'll be off work, so I can.
Okay. Not traveling, going somewhere, and okay.
Yeah, no, I won't be going anywhere. It just means I've got a good 6 weeks to get proper stuck back into pushing numbers. Off-season starts and get bigger, get better again.
Yeah. You're on the right path. So I'm curious to see the final result, but I have no doubt that you're gonna succeed. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And maybe one day, do you train with Mads from time to time?
We've never both said it, but because she works best training on her own, and I work best training.
All right.
And because we because we get on so well and we speak all the time, I don't think either of us would want to upset that.
Okay. No, because I was thinking maybe one day we could arrange to do a video of you two training together, and it would be great content. Because
because I mean, like I say, I've been able to go to Mazzy's gym because they have a posing room, so I've been going every week, and she's been looking over me. So it's been fantastic to have her there and as a support.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, maybe in the future, maybe closer to, after your competition, if she's up to, maybe we can arrange something. I can come up north and do this some footage, some live interview to hear your feedback from the shows and from the current.
Definitely.
That's absolutely great. Is there anything you wanna add? You want to mention that anything anyone that you want to thank or anything?
No, I mean, obviously, a massive thank you goes out to Maz because, like I say, she's been a massive support now, and
big shout out to her.
Yeah, I can't imagine doing this without her now, and you know that goes both ways. But also, thank you for asking me onto this. It means a lot to.
It's an honor. Trust me. I'm really glad to have the chance to talk to you and see your progress, and I will support to your competition, sharing your content, and of course this interview. I'll try to promote it on my channels, and thank you so much for your time, Rachel. No, I'm so looking forward to your future updates.
Yeah, I just can't wait now. I just hope this goes to plan, and just can't wait to get back to full strength and just keep going. Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, absolutely. But as I said, I'm very impressed with your current status, your current physique, and I have no doubt you're gonna get lots of achievement and satisfactions in.
Thank you. Wow.
In this sport, you're welcome, and looking forward to the show. Hopefully, I don't know if they're gonna stream it. If they're gonna do the live stream to Bros shows, I don't remember if they do it.
They sometimes just do like videos on reels and things like that. But
all right, well,
Maz will be there, so I mean.
Okay. I'm sure she will do so, like you did for her show. You were doing the live stream. I was watching those. Yeah, so she will do probably the same thing.
I was trying to contain myself filming on 2 phones.
I mean, I know the excitement, trying to cheer and for her, but at the same time trying to point to the phone and try to. But it was still good. I could follow the competition from that. Yeah. Because I didn't offer the live stream. I don't understand why. It would be great. I would go there and set it up for them. It's not rocket science, but yeah. It is what it is. Hopefully for other shows they will keep doing, because there are people that want to watch.
There's demand, 100%. Yeah,
there are, and people complain when there isn't. Like this weekend, there is the Omaha Pro in America, which is a big pro show. No live stream.
Yeah,
which is a shame. Yeah. Last weekend there was the Optimum Classic as well. No live streaming, but it is what it is. Yeah.
Even the option to then, especially when it's on the other side of the world, not to be able to watch it happening. For those who, love it. So, it'd be great to see more of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, in Spain, at the Empro, there will be the live streaming, but I'm gonna be there on site as well. I wanna do more the backstage, not the backstage, but the behind the scene, because inside I don't know what I can film. Depends on the position I will be able to see it, and then they will not let me use my camera. Probably, I don't know. I'll see what I can do, but I've got already some interviews lined up, so I want to create to hear the opinion and create content from behind the scene. So it's going to be hopefully interesting as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I see. Yeah, you see that it's uploading the videos. So now it says it's 65%. So you just let it go. It will finish by itself. Probably in like 10 minutes, it will complete.
Yeah, I'll leave it on.
Okay, perfect. Rachel, I can't thank you enough for your time. It's been really, really interesting speaking with you, and I wish you all the best for this prep. You're gonna smash it, no doubt
Thank
about
you.
that. And yeah, let's stay in touch. I will post this video in the next couple of days. Tag you, and you will see the notifications.
Well, thank you for having me on. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Have a lovely day.
Thank you. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye bye.